I can bring this information to you, which I've been doing for years. I can't bring the understanding to you. You have to do that. Okay, we're going to talk about the Russell wave function, so people got an idea what that means. Russell had a list of 18 what he called dimensions that pertain to every wave. Those dimensions pertain to, of course, the dynamics within the wave field, which we're calling the wave function. A better term would be a variable, like in a mathematical equation. These variables and dimensions also have an aspect that they are an attribute of the wave form and the wave field and the wave function, all being pretty much the same. So in this illustration where we're using the sun and an orbiting planet, here's the sun, here's an orbiting planet as a metaphor that can illustrate these variables as part of a whole. So as the planet rotates around, we have a certain diameter of its rotation, its radius and diameter, its velocity, its rotation around itself, and its velocity around the sun. So we've got the rotation and revolution. These numbers in blue pertain to the 18 dimensions or the 18 variables, and we've added a couple more of our own just to help fill it out, make it clear. So we have our radius, we've got our apogee and perigee. When the energy comes to a center, which is the gravity that holds this planet in here, that's a centropic force. That's a force that collapses to the center. It creates energy. But as the planet moves out to its apogee, it starts giving up energy more and more and more, and it's slowing down as it reaches the furthest radius from its center. And then it'll reach a pause. It doesn't really stop, but the pause from going out further. So then it starts to come back in closer, and it picks up velocity as it reaches this point, which is its perigee. We also have, within this metaphor, we can see the centropy and entropy going out from the sun, energy coming into the sun. As that does, the temperature increases, pressure increases as a centropic force, but the entropy force, which goes out, reduces temperature. At the same time, it decreases pressure. Pressure increases to the center, decreases going away from the center. So out here we have Russell's inertial zero point, which is the side of the cube that he talks about all the time. So that's where these forces become dipolar. So it's polar going out, entropy, and it reaches this point of zero polarization. So it starts picking up a centropy polarization, which pulls it back in to a closer approximation. And over here we have the other side of the cube, which is also dipolar, the inertial line, the inertial plane, he called it. So the idea here that we're trying to encapsulate is those 18 dimensions or variables would be as variables in a mathematical equation. They all function all at the same time. And some are reciprocals of the others. Pressure and temperature is standard acknowledged reciprocal situation. And if we want to gain control of this oscillation of this planet or orbiting particle around a molecule or an atom, we need to get control of these variables. Once we control these, then we control its manifestation or effect. So these are the cause of this effect. I know it's a lot of material. You need a lot of background to grasp this material. If you have questions about any of it, either post a simple question on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, or email me, or on Facebook. You know, I'm all out there to help people get a handle on this. We are providing the tools on the wiki or through the wiki, connected to the wiki, and visit. Leave us some questions, leave us some comments, the svpwiki.com.